Hi, I'm Luke, Bike Shop Manager here with Competitive Cyclist. In today's Tech Tips video, we're going to be talking about tire wear and maintenance to keep you rolling. First, let's look at tire wear. As you can see here, the side knobs of this tire are starting to pull away from the casing. Additionally, the knobs in the center tread are rounded off and don't have sharp edges, which could lead to poor traction. Compare that to a used tire that doesn't need to be replaced. You can see that the side knobs are still firmly attached to the tire casing, and the center knobs have sharp, clearly defined edges, which is going to give you good traction when you're out riding. If you've determined it's time to replace your tire, take a look at your tire width. You could probably get away with something a little bit wider. Make sure to confirm that the tire width will be accommodated by your bike. If it's too wide, you could run into tire rubbing issues, which could potentially damage your frame or fork. Now let's shift over to tire maintenance. If you notice your valves are letting out very little air even when fully depressed, they're probably clogged. This is a very easy thing to do without even needing to take the wheel off your bike. If you're not getting smooth airflow from your valve, it's probably a good idea to pull your valve core out. Once you've done that, remove your tire from one side of the rim. This might take some extra strength, just put some grunt into it. Use the tire lever to remove the tire bead from the rim. You want to do this right near the valve core, and you only need to remove about 1/2 to 1/3 of the tire bead. If you've noticed you have very little sealant, or it's completely solidified and is gummed up against the sidewalls of your tire, it's time to add some fresh sealant. Before you pour in your new sealant, let's take a look at your valve. Look at this thing, it's almost totally clogged. No wonder no air was getting through. Let's use a pick or a sharp object to pull that dried up sealant out of the valve. It's a good idea to get it from both sides. For comparison's sake, let's take a look at two valve cores. One is brand new, and the other has been in a tire for a while and has lots of sealant stuck in it. This is what's been preventing the airflow, along with the globs of sealant stuck in the valve stem. Now that we've got everything cleaned out, it's time to install fresh sealant. Be sure to give it a good shake before pouring it in. Pour in your sealant according to the manufacturer recommendations. Once you poured in your sealant, rotate the tire so the open part is at the top. This will prevent the sealant from spilling out of the tire. Reinstall the tire bead. Sealant's going to get everywhere no matter how hard you try, so be sure to have a couple rags handy. Now, using a pump or a compressor, reinflate your tire. If you're having a hard time seating the tire, remove the valve core and put the pump straight onto the valve stem. This will give you more airflow. Once the bead is set, reinstall the valve core and set to your riding PSI. With your tires all refreshed and ready to go, get out and ride your bike. Make sure to keep the rubber side down. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, reach out to a gearhead today.